Hey everyone, Josh Mangini, manginirealestate.com, Superior Plus Realtors. So I want to tell you a quick little story today. I spoke with our neighbor who was selling his own house. We saw a sign outside the house. It said, house for sale by owner, of course. In our business, we call it a FSBO. So for sale by owner. Anyway, I texted him and I was like, hey man, what's going on with the house? He's like, well, first of all, we have a realtor, which is cool, whatever. I'm not looking to step on toes. But he's like, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to list this on Zillow by ourselves without our realtor first, see if we can, make it happen. And then we told him, give us a couple weeks. If it doesn't sell, then we'll go ahead and we'll list it with him. So he says to me, he said, does it sound like, X amount of dollars is out of reach? And I was like, yeah, that's probably higher than I would list it actually. And I, of course, had talked about it before, what it should sell for in today's market. And I said, yeah, I do think that's a bit of a reach, but go for it, man. Sell it for $1 million. Bring up our property values. I don't mind one bit. So we hung up, and then a couple weeks later, probably 2, 3 weeks later, I gave him a call again, and I was like, hey, man, how's it going? There's a sign still out there, and we didn't really see any activity over there. So I was like, what's going on over there? And he's like, well, we actually sold it. I was like, oh, great. Good for you, man. So how well did you do? And then he told me the number. And so there was the number that he gave me, which was way up here, the number where it should have been, where it should have sold, and then the number that he actually got. And of course, I'm not about to insult the guy. I'm just like, that's kind of crazy. He's like, yeah, well, we decided just to sell it for cash by yourself. He didn't want the commission, right? Which I get it. Commission's not necessarily cheap, depending on your house. But here's the thing, and this is the lesson to be learned in all of this. So the dude wanted the moon. He wasn't getting the moon, especially if he didn't have a realtor backing him up and actually marketing for him. So he had his house on Zillow, and he got exactly what he paid for. I don't know what Zillow makes off of that. I'm sure he has to pay them something. But whatever that dollar amount was, I promise you, after it was all said and done, he lost out on between $12,000 and $15,000, the difference of what he could have made after paying commission to a realtor. I guarantee it. This is our neighborhood. We know what houses go for around here. I mean, the dude's literally across the street. And, the truth is, if he's happy with what he got, more power to him. But I just think it's really ironic that he did it to save money by not using a realtor when he actually cut his own profit by not using a realtor. So I guess there's kind of a lesson to be learned here. But a lot of people don't want to pay the commission, and I get it on the outside, but the fact of the matter is, people that do use a realtor, on average, it's somewhere around, I think, 80% of folks that do use realtors make more money as opposed to a FSBO or a for sale by owner. That's all I got for today. Thanks for listening to my rant. Once again, Josh Mangini, manginirealestate.com, Team Mangini, and Superior Realtors. Have a great day, everybody, and do me a favor, like, subscribe if you like hearing stuff like this, or if you want to hear something different from me, or just little tidbits, little stories like this, property tours. We try to do a little bit of everything. So let me know in the comments what you want to hear, what do you want to talk about, and we'll do that. Have a great day, everyone.